The 4% rule faces new problems today. Barrons. Bad news about retirement withdrawals underscores how much uncertainty too many Americans face. Kiplinger. Considering today's market and economic conditions, can retirees really rely on this old standby to guarantee they won't run out of money? Sorry to say, but the short answer is no. Scary stuff from Barrons and Kiplinger just in the last 24 hours. I'll share more of what I read in these articles in a moment, but I promise I'm not going to leave you hanging. Before I conclude this video, I'm going to share a much easier, much more intuitive way to make sure you can pay your bills in retirement so that you do not end up living in a shoe. The gist of these articles is, I guess it's to scare you senseless and to let you know that if you follow the conventional advice on retirement savings, your chances of outliving your funds are higher than you have been led to believe. Now I'm scared again. By the way, if you like what I'm doing here at Real Retirement Advice, please subscribe to this channel, which would make me seem way larger in life to my three sons. You could also comment and like the videos if you see fit. Okay, back to the 4% rule. Reputable sources like Morningstar have analyzed the decades-old guidance on how to spend down your savings in retirement. And they conclude that the guidance commonly known as the 4% rule may no longer provide sufficient lifetime security. Well, isn't that a bummer? And this is setting off alarm bells all across the retirement planning world. But it's probably not a reason to panic. I'm not panicking because I've been saying this for years. There is a better way. So in spring 2020, while I was pacing around but not leaving my house, I created an animated video to explain the 4% rule. Give it a watch and then I'll come back after and we'll discuss it.
We can all agree on the following statement. It would be useful to know exactly how much you can spend each year in retirement without running out of money, right? This way you wouldn't overspend and go broke, nor would you underspend and do without the fun things many people enjoy in retirement, like spoiling your grandkids if you like them, or buying a big widescreen TV if you don't. Would this information be useful? We think it would. So how do you determine this number? Well, in 1994, an economist named William Bengen created the 4% rule to answer this question. The premise was, how much money can you safely spend each year if you want to be nearly certain your money will last 30 years? He calculated this amount to be 4%. So if you had $500,000 in retirement savings, you could safely spend $20,000 in year one and could increase that number by a few percent each year to keep pace with inflation. This was the accepted rule of thumb for many years. But a lot has changed since 1994. Payphones are a thing of the past. Some people have gone bald. And interest rates were much higher in 1994 and now sit historic lows. The 4% rule was based on a portfolio of stocks and bonds. The bonds paid higher interest amounts. They weren't as risky as stocks and created streams of income. Today, the 4% rule may be obsolete, not just because of low interest rates, but also because of market volatility, like we're currently seeing with the COVID-19 pandemic. By the way, if it feels like you're riding a roller coaster, you are not alone. Volatile markets can erode the ability to generate income from your portfolio. And yes, while stocks have mostly gone up over time, there are still many periods of volatility. Volatility within the first several years of retirement greatly increases the risk of failure, a time when failure is not an option. This begs two important questions because you only have one chance to get this right. One, can you handle the short-term volatility of owning stocks? And how much lifestyle risk are you willing to accept? Presuming that you don't want to end up living in a shoe.
Are you awake? If you didn't fall asleep, you may have heard the word securement. This is my made-up word to memorialize financial safety, financial simplicity, and financial strength in retirement. It's 3 steps. Just create income, protect your assets, and save money on taxes. I'll break it down for you a little bit further. I believe that for success in retirement, you should have enough income to cover all your basic needs and most of your wants. Income sources can be Social Security, pensions, annuities, dividend income, or structured note income. Your assets, on the other hand, should be used to pay for some of the wants and all the aspirational goals, like helping your family if you like them or buying a TV if you don't. Having enough income to cover your needs is a better way. The 4% rule is old and arbitrary. It also lends itself to the possibility that you could be too stingy with your savings to the point where you really don't enjoy retirement. Yes, that's possible. Morningstar also hones in on a flaw in the original 4% analysis, a very human inability to predict the future. As the warning on every financial prospectus reads, past performance is no guarantee of future returns. And when you're relying on the stock market for your income, sharp drops will likely rattle your confidence, causing you to spend less when that's really not necessary. Remember, income for your needs and most of your wants, assets for the rest, and set yourself up to legally pay as little income tax as possible without spending your twilight years in the slammer. If you need help, feel free to reach out. And if you like the ideas that I share to help you have financial safety, simplicity, and strength in the future, please subscribe, like, and comment on my videos. Thank you for watching.